Welcome on back to our Sekiro 100% walkthrough. We're going to be cracking through some more of the Hirata estate in this episode. My name is Azzavhar or Azza. Now let's get into the video. So on the last episode we left off here. Just want to let you know that I have returned to the Sculptors idol and came back, so we do have full healing gourds at the ready to progress. Then head on up here. And this way. Just got some jumping and grappling to do here. We've got a couple more bosses coming on up. One of these is quite spicy. So a couple of items and enemies to take out here. We can get a stealth kill. There's a couple of shinobi hunters as well hidden in the bamboo forest. It's down here. I think it's worth killing these. They do drop, I think it's something like a bulging coin purse or something of that nature. So we've got a balloon in here. Just crouch to grab that. Ideally we could do with getting a stealth kill on one of these guys, but you can just go ahead and fight them. There's two of them down there in total. What we can do with this guy is essentially just wait and be patient. Might take a little while, but eventually this guy will get to the end of this slope here, then wait for a little bit, turn around and go back. Although he does take his sweet, sweet time about that. He's contemplating how to defeat his next shinobi. Thinking about the tactics he's going to use. There we go. So once he's turned around, get the stealth kill. Just going to fight this guy head on. So with that Mikiri counter there, when you hear that perilous attack with this particular shinobi hunter, there's a little bit of a delay. So perhaps don't press Mikiri counter straight away. Just give it maybe a second or so before you do press it. So this is the bulging coin purse, which I believe is worth 1,000 cents. That's always good. We've got a pellet there as well. Balloon of soul. That's kind of that area for now. Some sugars there. Not too much more around this area here. Just take out some guys and head on forward. Don't really have to kill these if you don't want to. It's entirely up to you which way you want to play this. There we go. Okay, so push forward. We're going to do a ninja flip up here. Ryu Hayabusa style. Well, not quite, because Ryu does like a flip, but you get the idea. Couple of things to grab here. Pop a rest on this Sculptor's idol. So we have a mini-boss coming up. Just going to check if we've got any healing gourds that we can use. Gourd seeds. No, not at the minute, that's fine. That should be fine for now. Gonna take that guy out there. I'm gonna skip past these enemies for now. In fact, now I'll do this bit first. I was gonna do this bit second, but we'll do this bit first of all. There's a bunch of different items and stuff that we can grab from this area here. We can take these guys out here. These aren't too spicy, they don't put up too much of a fight, just a couple of hits and these guys get taken out, so don't worry too much. Just 2 or 3 hits should sort them out. So a couple of items and stuff that we can grab in this area here, so look around here. A few things dotted around. I think there's an enemy behind here. There we go. An item over here. Divine confetti. There's actually 2 divine confettis there, which is really useful, so make sure to grab those. Some dousing powder there. That's all fine. We do have a mini-boss coming on up, so I'm actually going to rest up before we take on this mini-boss. In fact, that should be fine, because we've got 4 healing gourds, so I'm just going to use the pellet to heal up. So we're going to try and get a stealth death blow on this enemy, on this mini-boss. Sometimes it doesn't really work, it's a bit spicy. Sometimes the death blow kind of like vanishes, I guess, when you go to press death blow. So don't talk to this NPC first of all. We're going to leave this NPC. He will join us in the fight in just a moment. What we're going to do here is use the green sugars, which is this one here, to get this going. So crouch to go stealth. Basically just hug this wall all the way around. Keep on hugging. You've got to hug very tight. And don't slow down your pace. Same for this bit. It did actually get the death blow. Sometimes the camera goes a bit dodge. It doesn't quite work out too well, but we're going to put on the loaded axe for this bit, because we're going to be using that to smash these shields. Try running around, taking out the enemies that you can. Going to take advantage of the invincibility frames from the death blows. So I'm trying to focus on the ads, or like not the main mini boss at this time. Okay, so now we just have the main mini boss. So what we'll do now is go talk to this guy. So he can join the fight. Let's jump perilous there. You can also use combat arts here, so you can pop on Ichimonji if you want to do quite a high amount of posture damage. There we go. So a lot of the time with that one, I was essentially just fighting the mini-boss from behind, doing some Ichimonjis from behind whilst he was focusing on the other samurai. Just taking advantage of that, basically. Don't worry if this NPC dies, it doesn't really matter too much.
That fight was hard, go on it. Go on it.
Just kind of helps you a little bit with that mini-boss. But yeah, don't worry too much if he dies, it's all good. Just a couple of extra items and things around this area. Not too much really going off in here. You can just go in guns blazing if you want to, just start wrecking everyone. Or you can try and be stealthy, it's up to you. Got coin purse there as well. We've got quite a fair amount of sen at this point, so probably should... I believe there was a gourd seed that was at the dilapidated temple that we could pick up. So we probably should go and grab that soon. So a couple of items that we can grab in here, just have a little look around, pick those bad boys up. A few enemies over here. Let's clear those out. Just going to look around before we go through that secret door there. So in here, not too much. Talk to this NPC here. Yeah. Got a balloon there. And hug this wall here. A few items that we can pick up in here. Got a balloon of wealth. Light coin purse. Definitely make sure to grab this. This is the most important one here. This is the prayer bead. So we've got 3 in possession at the moment. Not too shabby. Divine confetti there as well. ×2. So we'll use that soon. So we'll use that quite soon. The divine confetti gives us an attack boost in battle. It does a lot more damage to ghost type enemies as well. Okay, so we can rest at this idol. I'm going to go and pick up the extra gourd seed from the dilapidated temple before we continue. So I believe it's sold for 2,000 sen, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look.
Hey there.
I think we have 2,000, so... yes, we've got 2,800. So you can buy that for 2,000, so I definitely would recommend bagging that. What else have we got here? Potentially Dragon's Blood Droplet as well. So using it will slightly increase resurrective power. Restore the power of life to those who have been drained of it by offering this drop to the Sculptor's idol with a recovery charm in hand. Potentially bag one of those, it can help with restoration, recovery. That should be fine for now. And hand in the gourd seed to Emma for the upgrade. There we go. That should be fine for now. Could potentially fit some new prosthetics. Can't remember if we've got any more tools to equip. We've got Mist Raven, yep, that should be good. But for this next fight, we're pretty much going to be using one prosthetic tool, which is the shurikens. I don't think we'll use firecrackers, but I suppose we'll have firecrackers at the ready. Loaded shuriken is the main one here for this fight. So next fight coming up is Lady Butterfly, bit of a spicy one. So head back to Hirata Audience Chamber. We'll also be using some of those snap seeds. So earlier on in the walkthrough, we picked up some snap seeds, quite a few of them. So now's a good time to kind of set up the fight. I would go for some, definitely put the snap seeds on. We have 5 because we picked those up where the giant snake was earlier in the walkthrough. Got some Akko Sugar Ram. Not sure what's going out with that what's going off with that menu there. Seems to be glitching a little bit. Snap seeds. Might use divine confetti as well for phase 1 at least. We've also got 3 skill points, so we could see if we can bag something from there. Ichimonji double's quite good. Mid-air deflection. Probably go for Breath of Nature Light. Recovers posture upon executing a successful death blow. So that's usually quite useful. I think there's an enemy here that gives us an extra snap seed if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's an NPC, gives us an extra snap seed. So we've got 6 in total. So we will use Echo and Divine at the start of this fight to get things going. Might play a couple of these cutscenes as well because this is quite interesting. This is Kuro that is...
Father?
He's kind of seeing visions and things like that.
The butterflies. Everyone is gone.
My lord. Illusion technique.
So we finally made it over to Kuro. He's kind of suffering from an illusion technique at the minute, which is cast by Lady Butterfly over here.
Lady Butterfly. Leave us.
Who?
This lady gave us some training when we were younger, and now we must fight her.
Yes.
Bear in mind this memory is from 3 years ago. So we're going to open with Divine and Echo. So throw the shurikens when she goes up into the air. Jump over that perilous. Throw shurikens. Ideally try and knock her out of the air and then attack. That's phase 1. With a lot of that phase, it's basically just parrying as much as you can do. Block, parrying, try and get your perfect parries. Use the shuriken when she jumps up to knock it out of the air and then attack. Got illusions here, so run into the middle, snap seed. Fortunately, still one illusion remains. Might need to use another snap seed to get rid of that illusion. Should be fine. So with a lot of time in phase 2, you can kind of just do one attack and then slide to the side, do one attack and slide to the side, and just literally do that. Shuriken. I think we got it, but I'm not sure. There we go. So phase 2, just do one attack, slide to your side, one attack, slide to your side. You could also use an extra Divine Confetti as well if you want a bit of a attack boost. It's up to you. Definitely go for the Echo and Divine in phase 1. We've also got a Sekiro droplet here. Increases resurrective power, allowing 1 additional resurrection. So you'll notice on the resurrection nodes, on your health bar you'll get an additional resurrection node from this item here. We've got quite an important cutscene coming up. So on this bit we have defeated Lady Butterfly. And we thought we were victorious. Take note of that sword. The Sekiro has been killed here in this memory. And definitely take note of that sword, because whose sword could that be? That is the question. Whose sword could that be? Maybe we'll find out a little bit later.
You fought bravely on my back.
So Kuro finds us.
I cannot throw away such loyalty.
Kuro can't throw away such loyalty.
Loyal wolf, take my blood and live again.
We gain the power of resurrection from Kuro on that day, 3 years ago.
It appears as though your old memory.
Yes, I saw.
I won't all
Sculpt, what
would
tell
flip that play.
And then here the sculptor has realized that we've now regained our memories of what happened 3 years ago.
Another
And that's that. And I think we shall wrap this episode up here. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.